Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. My name is Naz.
And I'm Alba, and we're currently in Singapore, but in 3 days we're going to be traveling to Bali.
You'll probably know that Bali has been closed for over 2 years.
So we're super stoked that we are able to finally travel to this dreamy destination, Bali.
In this video, we're gonna take you through the requirements to enter the country, and we're actually gonna take you along with us in the journey of entering Bali.
Yeah, as you guys know, it's quite tough right now to, understand what the requirements are to enter a country. So we want to make sure that you guys have all the information and see firsthand what it is like to travel to Indonesia. Okay, so in the app from Indonesia that you have to download, I just found out there's a section that says travel regulations, and if I clicked on it, in the most up-to-date one, it's in their language, but I used Google Translate, and it does say that if you're fully vaccinated, you are exempt from taking a PCR test. Yay! That's great news. We're ready to go. We did our check-in, which was the process as normal. They just ask you to confirm that you meet the COVID requirements, which technically we do. So yeah, we're ready to go to the airport and let's see how it goes. So far so good. We've been able to do our check-in, so our bags have gone through, we have our tickets, and we just have to go past security.
The first thing they asked us for was our nationality. To enter the part where you check in and drop your bag, they have a list of 60 nationalities that can travel to Bali at the moment. So they checked against that, and we're good to go.
Yeah. Once you arrive at the counter, they asked us basically for pretty much all the requirements. So we had to show our proof of vaccination, our passports obviously, and
our insurance.
Our travel COVID insurance.
Yeah, which we show all three and all good to go. And then she also asked us if we downloaded the app.
The governmental.
We have, but she didn't actually check that. So I don't know if it's compulsory or recommended, but either way we have it.
Yeah, I think it's compulsory to enter. It's just, I don't know to what extent it's used in the country. But yeah, it's always good to have. It was really easy to create a profile anyway, so yeah.
So it's time to go through security. And
hopefully board the flight soon, even though it's like half an hour delayed already, so let's see. We came to say goodbye one last time to the jewel of Singapore.
It's literally called the Jewel, and it's this massive waterfall.
Yeah, obviously a man-made waterfall.
But it's a statement piece, and it's really pretty.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the airport. That's why we were able to come see it before we go through security. Yeah, see you soon, Singapore, and see you soon, Bali. You guys, we made it to Bali! Yay! It was pretty smooth to get on the plane since we had already done all the checks. They just looked at our passport like about 5 times before getting on the plane, I guess just to ensure that we have one of the 60 nationalities that are allowed to enter Bali.
And once we made it here, the first thing people were queuing for was for the app. So you had to have your app with you, and you have to scan a QR code that they have up there once you land in Bali.
Yeah.
The problem is you need Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi was not working for like 90% of the people. So after everyone queuing and trying for like 5 minutes, We spoke to the lady and she was like, oh, just go ahead. If it doesn't work, just go ahead.
Just pass, yeah. After that, we had to queue to prove our vaccination status. So they asked us for our COVID vaccination certificate and our passports.
And step number 3 was to queue for our visa on arrival. So after passing that check, we went to pay our visa on arrival, which is 500,000 of the local currency. And in theory, it's $35 which is what it says on the visa on arrival, but they charge you 38 there. I don't know if the price has just gone up, or maybe it's because of currency exchange.
Yeah, but you can pay by card. So we decided to pay in the local currency with cards. We initially thought that we could only pay by cash, but that's not the case. So that's good news for you guys.
They do charge you a 3% markup fee if you pay by card. We decided to do it anyways because it was still cheaper.
It turns out better than if you pay $38 per person, at least if you're paying for 2 people. But that was not the final point. After you've paid for your visa, they give you your visa paper, and then you have to go to immigration. So that's where they check your passport, they ask you how many days you are staying, and they take obviously your biometrics, so they take a photo of you and your fingerprints.
And they ask you what you're doing in Bali, how long you're going to stay, and so on. One thing we forgot to say, however, when you're on the plane, they're going to give you a form. And in that form, you're going to have to fill out your details, where you're going to be staying, and making sure that you're not bringing anything to Bali that's not allowed. You're going to have to fill in that form. And when you get to immigration, which is this last step, you have to give it to them.
Yeah. So this is the step where they can ask you for more things, or they might not. It just depends on what the officer wants to ask you then. We were just asked these things that we've just mentioned, but yeah, just make sure that you're prepared with all the things that you need to enter Bali.
And yeah, we got our bags, we picked them up. We then got a taxi, which took us to Canggu, which is where we are right now, and we paid
about $25. Actually, it was a private car that like a lady just approached us, and we decided to go for it because she allowed us to pay by card, which is actually a really good benefit because here it's difficult to get cash out. So we arrived at the airport with hopes that we would be able to get cash out, and we were able to, but most of the machines have a limit of either 1 million or 2.5 million, depending on the cash machine. We didn't know that, and basically it was like a whole nightmare to get cash out.
And in a nutshell, that's us traveling to Bali and entering. I hope that if you're visiting Bali, you're able to enter without any hiccups along the way. If you want to know what our first steps were, including getting a SIM card, renting a bike, exploring Bali and Canggu, stick around for our next video.
Subscribe to not miss out on much incredible Bali content, because it's coming very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and comment. Let us know, do you think the process to enter Bali is easy? Will you be coming soon?
Thank you so much, and we'll see you in our next video.